This mound of sand is the opposition forces' westernmost front line. It's both defence for Bmصراته and the springboard for the planned advance to Tripoli. They may have retreated, but pro-Gaddafi forces still pose a serious threat.
We have spotted Gaddafi soldiers about 1.5 kilometers from here.
It provokes an eruption of machine gun and anti-aircraft fire from the rebels and an immediate response from government forces. A Grad rocket hitting close to a rebel position. It's part of regular exchanges of fire at Daphnia. Even though the rebels are outgunned, morale is high.
We're basically holding them back. As a matter of fact, if we want to push, we could push it all the way through. So Zlatan, here we come.
Zlatan, 8 kilometers away, is the first on the list. It's held by Gaddafi forces and the next target for the opposition fighters. It's 200 kilometers from the Libyan capital and one step closer to their ultimate goal. Throughout the day, the sound of NATO jets high above, but no sign yet of the promised French and British attack helicopters, which would be effective in searching out Gaddafi's well-hidden heavy weapons.
This is a thin line of defence for Bmصراته, 35 kilometres away from the city, but it's a very thin line, considering that Gaddafi's forces still have tanks and heavy armour and artillery just a few kilometres up this road. They could punch through at any time, and that's a big problem. Attack helicopters from Britain and France would make a big difference here to whether the fight is won or lost.
Gaddafi's tanks and rockets emerge when NATO planes have gone and then disappear when they return. A number of opposition fighters have been killed by them in recent days.
There were tanks down this road and they tried to attack us. If helicopters were used, they could take them out, and that would help us a lot.
But help is on hand. Evidence for the first time of Allied boots on the ground. Here, a group of armed foreigners, possibly British, seen liaising with the fighters. It could be to facilitate forthcoming helicopter attacks. The men left hurriedly when they spotted us. These men are fighting for a new Libya, but even they admit they can't achieve it without the planes and helicopters from NATO. Tony Bertley, Al Jazeera, Daphnia, Libya.